I'm delighted to be joined by Rochdale's mighty mole, Mr. Sam Keller. How are you doing, pal?
All right, mate. Are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Excited with the announcement. You've got an opponent set as well now. Looking forward to it. 16th of March.
Yes, everything's set in stone, signed, sealed, and delivered, mate.
Absolutely. Before we talk a bit more about that, how's married life treating you? And you've got a new addition to the family as well now, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been busy, mate. I might not have fought since last July, but I've been busy since, mate. Obviously, got my baby girl now, and yeah, my wife. My wife treats me well. She looks after me.
Good, good. Um, since having a family and making it, you've been with her for a while anyway, but since you've made it official, being married, and you've had little ones now, how do you feel like that's changed you as a fighter, if at all, so far?
It sort of gives you a bit more drive, I'd say, especially the kids, because I want to do everything I can for them. And obviously, when they're old enough, I want to be able to look back at what I've done and be proud. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. To be able to say that's my dad, that.
Yeah, yeah.
So going back to the start in Rochdale, it's got a reputation for better rough and tough. So what was it like for you growing up in Rochdale, and how did you end up falling into combat sports?
It wasn't too bad, mate. I live on like the outskirts, little town called Haywood, so
Haywood, yeah.
it weren't too bad at all, mate. I was pretty normal bringing up. I used to go watching United with my dad. I used to play football all the time. I didn't actually get into combat sports till I was about 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Bit
So
later on
yeah,
that, bit
what's
later on
that?
that, innit? But bit later on
Yeah,
that, innit?
yeah, definitely.
So United at the minute, what's your take on United at the minute, Sam? Being are you a mad red? Yeah, do you still get to go to games and stuff?
I'm talking, I might go to one game a season now, mate. Now I've got my family. And I
Stretch.
do the fighting. I've just said that I'm going to start taking my lad when he's old enough, but he's only 2 at the minute. So by, by the time he's interested, I'll probably have hung the gloves up.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, they need to sort it out. United at the minute, don't they, lads?
Yeah, terrible, mate. Terrible. Shit, absolute shit show.
It's a fucking mess. But I'll tell you something that's not a mess, and you're making a good name for yourself. Your reputation at the minute, your previous fight in Italy, you didn't get the decision, but wow, what a war! I just watched it back about half an hour ago to remind myself, what a war.
Yeah, it was one of them where anyone that was watching couldn't be disappointed unless you wanted me to win. But it was a great scrap. It was the experience was good, and I didn't do enough on the night. I feel like the best version of him showing up, and my best version didn't. That is how I feel. People might disagree, but yeah, I think that's just what happened on the night. But what a fucking ding dong!
Absolutely. You obviously fought on the regional scene leading up to stuff like that. So do you think the fights like that now are perfect for you? Because we have seen you move up in the levels. Obviously, you've had quick finishes, you've had submission finishes, and now you've had a wall there like that. So it's giving you the experience and the right levels at the right time. Would you say?
Yeah, of course, mate. It's like anything in life. Don't get me wrong. At the time, it hurt, and I was gutted and all that.
Mm,
But I'll probably look back in another year, another 2 years, and be like, "Ah, you know what? If that didn't happen to me, then I wouldn't have made these changes when I have."
absolutely. So what sort of, without giving too much away ahead of the next fight day, what sort of changes have you made?
No, I'll be straight up with you, mate. With the loss, when you win, even if you've done stuff wrong, it's easy to push them to the back of your head. But with the
Mm,
loss, it made me think I need to change. I need to do something about this. There's other things that I won't go into, but the
mm,
main one, mate, is that I've never done any strength training, never done any strength and
right,
conditioning. Just done the wrestling, the grappling, the MMA, and I just used that. Tried using the excuse that I ain't got time because I work full time as well. So pretty much since the last fight, once my leg was a bit mashed up after it. I'd say about a month after the last fight, I've been committed twice a week to the strength and conditioning, and everyone that I train with and whatnot can see a big difference in myself. So I think it'll definitely help me anyway going forward.
Absolutely. So we're expecting big things now for March 16th. But is that the type of reputation you want to bring? Obviously, a bit fan friendly. Maybe not stand in front of the guy as much. Like you said, it wasn't your best night, but maybe not stand in front of him as much. But carve that reputation out that you're fan friendly. You'd be like nobody's ever disappointed.
Yeah, man. I put on exciting fights. I always have. They're never boring. I don't want to go out and put on an absolute snooze fest and bore everyone in the crowd to tears. I want them to be excited, and if that means me taking a few licks, then that's me taking a few licks.
So be it. It's all about the ride, isn't it?
Mate, it's good fun, mate. It's good fun.
Of course. Is it nice to be fighting back in Manchester this time after an away day last time?
Yeah, of course. Well, my last two have sort of been away because we had Rome, and then the one before that was the Unplugged in London. So they only gave me they only give you 10 tickets when you fight on that Unplugged. So and I usually do up towards 100 tickets. So that was so I've not really fought with a proper big crowd. To be fair, about 30 people came to Rome, and they made a good racket when we was there. But when I fought Jack Eglin in Manchester, the pop on the crowd when I won, mate, fucking next level.
Yeah, they've got an Unplugged card as well the night before, haven't they? But luckily they put you on the big one on the Friday night.
I think they want them ticket sales, mate.
Yeah, that's it, definitely. But there's still time for sponsors to try and get involved in there with this massive Fight Pass exposure. It's massive, mate. People are staying up to watching it in stupid hours in America and all sorts. Cage Warriors is huge globally now, isn't it? So people still got time to get involved if they want to.
Yeah, of course, mate. I'm looking to take sponsors on board. I've had a few good conversations with people, and one sponsor is fully committed and got behind me as well. Shout out to Ashley Williams and Peter Duval for that one. But it's like you say with the UFC Fight Pass the other day, one of my teammates, Antonio Sheldon, someone sent him a video that was in Thailand, and one of the Cage Warriors fight that he was on was running on the telly, and it's like, how mad is that? It's from about a year ago, that fight. It's on the telly still in Thailand.
Sick, innit? So regardless of what happens in March, what we're going to see from you for the rest of the year, Sam, we're going to get you back active in that.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, mate. I want to have at least 3 fights this year. I wanted a busy last year, but like I say, after that last fight, my ankle was mashed up, mate. Like I was trying to go back to training, then I'd have to have a week off because it had blown back up, and I couldn't have committed to a fight camp when I couldn't even just go and finish some of the sessions in the gym. You know what I mean? So, but the ankle's good. The ankle's fine. The ankle's strong, and we're good to go.
He's back to it. He's back to it. So, what do you want? Once it's all said and done from Cage Warriors, are you looking to step up to another level, the big dogs, or are you happy with Cage? I don't know where you see your career going.
It's hard. You can't really plan too far ahead in this sport because it can change so fast. So, in an ideal world, I'll win in March, and then I've got my last fight on the contract. I'll win that, and then we'll see what happens after that. You know what I mean? Then I'll have 4 wins and 1 loss in Cage Warriors. So I'm thinking that should get me a title shot, surely. I want to win the title. I want to be the best. I want to move on. Ideally, mate, I'd love to be in the UFC and have enough money to not have to work, and I can just train full time. But you can only take it 1 fight at a time, and that is it.
Absolutely. So this one's going to be 4 fighting Cage Warriors now, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be, mate.
So you had a 5. Was that right? A 5-fight contract.
Yeah, I signed a 5-fighter, so this one and then one left after it.
And we've seen a bit of everything now. But so what can we actually before we leave it? What can everybody expect from the Mighty Mo on March 16th?
I'll bring the pace, and I will make sure that there's no bums sat on the seats when they're watching.
There's never a boring fight when you're involved, Sam.
There's not, mate. There's not.
I'm sure I'll catch up with you in between now and then. But if I don't, I hope camp all goes well and the foot stays healed. No more slip-ups on it.
Top man, mate. Dan, thanks for reaching out, mate. Pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, Sam. Love, bro.